say, got my song. I got the boom, I got the boom, the boom, the boom, boom. Aprete y apreta agua, mora baba, morió, mavital, white says, o se hizo, sa mangi, mang awe, colde, coldazo, hizo,
Good morning, Marianas. Nothing like getting down to Parker in the morning. If that doesn't get you going, nothing will. Well, it's better than traffic today. Good morning, Marianas. Are you there, this traffic's plural? You can see they got the lights on. What's going on? I don't see any flashers. You can't even blame it on a... Oh, There's another one. Hiya, D. Hey, good morning, everybody. You're tuned in to Good Morning Marianas, where it is Monday, January 6th. Happy Insurrection Day. Hey, you think that traffic looks bad? You're right. It does. It looks terrible. But it's kind of be looking like that all in this area for a little while. Holy cow, I can't believe it. If you take a look, we're going to go and show you the rest of the traffic around Saipan. But man, that is not happy. At least you can rock in your car a little bit while you're on your way to work. And man, this is the start of the first full week of the new year. What? That's right. All right, well, let's start talking to you. That's what traffic is right now on Beach Road in Oleai. But let's take you around and show you the rest of the island. And you can see there's the cause of it right there, all the way from the old AK intersection where CMG meets Beach Road. It stretched out all the way past us, almost all the way to the track. And actually, judging by this, it's all the way past the track. This traffic here, it's showing it very light and yellow because at least it's moving. But it is definitely dense over here. There's a lot of traffic. Everybody coming back to work for the first time after having just like the biggest extended day off in the history of days off. All right, well, anyway, it's going to be, if you're trying to go north through Oleai on Beach Road, it's just going to be a while. And if you don't like going slow, then go somewhere else because that is not the right spot for you. If you're making your way west on the CMG, it's a little slow. Also, look at all the way at Beach Road, it's definitely a slow go. But over there by the IT&E intersection, folks coming down from Chalanquiza are not going to be Chalanquiza with the way they're going because it is slow. All right, let's talk about slow. Let's go to Chalampiao. Chalampiao. It is now the Chamorro word for slow AF. Not really, but it certainly is. If you think all that traffic we just showed you is bad as a yellow, take a look at all this as yellow and deep reds and everything. A bunch of Kansas City Chief fans over there by Hopwood because it is a slow go. All that traffic, all that construction. You got kids going to school again. You name it, it is slow. SLO is the way it is. And you're better suited going over to Galaxy or Bolas, get yourself an empanada and let the world go by one cholesterol bite at a time. And by the way, is that even a bad thing? I'd say no. All right, well, it's also the beginning of the month, so you know food stamp is going to be slow. All right, and it is already. At least they don't have school going on over there at the international school, so you can see it is a little bit of a slow go over there by Food Stamp in Azlito on Jalaman Senior Martinez, but it's not as bad as it could be. It could be worse. Where it gets really bad is when you get close to the intersection with the CMG, where Jalaman Senior Martinez meets up with Jalaman Senior Guerrero. What's going to happen in the Iron Cage match when the Battle of the Challenge goes down? That's right. Monsignor Guerrero takes on Monsignor Martinez by Shell Dan Dan. Yeah, you can get your gas and wait and watch that battle because it's going to be going slow in every direction. If you're heading on the Azlito Road, it's going to take a while. Come from San Vicente, it's going to take a while. Heading up the hill, it's going to take a while. That's just a slow intersection no matter where you go about it. Again, the only fix to that, getting up early, baby, and getting out of there. Oh, man, and forget it. If you're trying to get through San Vicente, oh, the traffic is San Vicente because, holy cow. Look, at the roundabout, folks coming from San Vicente and Dan, slow. People going up the hill, slow. People trying to get to San Vicente Elementary, slow. It is plenty. I can't believe that there's no traffic showing on Akiza Drive because that's where all those drop-offs are. Everybody in front of the school is going to take a little bit while, and you can see it's backed up all the way like heading toward Papago. So, yikes, sorry about that. And if you're trying to go up Papago, it's slow for you too. You have nowhere to go in a fast way. Not until they dig that tunnel that goes right through Mount Tapachao and connects like the Cagman to the Chalangalite. It's not going to happen, but it would be cool for that. All right, hey, at the bottom of Issa Drive, it's a little slow too. Where Issa Drive meets Capitol Hill, or that's the same thing. Where Issa Drive meets Middle Road. Well, that's a little bit backed up. That's already way past Ina's Kitchen, so people coming around that curve Got to be met with some traffic. Folks coming south with an F from the north side. It's going to be a little bit slow too. And man, it is slow everywhere. It is like the slowest morning in slow mornings. It's like everybody forgot how to drive when they got that break. It's also slow over there by Puerto Rico Shell. It's like, what the shell's going on down here? It's slow. It is slow on the road. It's slow over there by Spicy Thai. You think that might be a little bit fast. But also, if you're coming from Garapan, maybe you dropped off your kids and you're trying to head up to Middle Road and by the tennis courts, you're backed up all the way past Bridge Capital, and that's not as much fun as it could be. And if you're trying to head north, you're a little bit slow too, but at least everyone coming down Navy Hill Road has it pretty good. Folks dropping off over at Garapan Elementary School, it's a little slow, but not too bad. Where it is slow is on Route 308, that Middle Road. That's right, the intersection that has the old beat-up laundromat that's been beat up since 2015. Yeah, that place is slow in every direction. You could just sit there. Basically, if you're looking to stand on the corner and raise some money, that's the intersection to be at today. So hurry up, homeless, get out there. All right, let's see. Let's keep going down. I want to see what it looks like in front of us because it looks worse and worse. Take a look. Just look at that. That's outside here right now in Olei. Let's show you what it looks like on the map. It does not look good. All the way past us in every direction, it is just dire straits and slow streets. All the way, let's see, oh man, all the way from the court all the way to the CMG. It is backed up and slow. So I don't have any good news for you other than, hey, at least you're tuned in with me instead of not. So that's good. And you know what I've got for you? I've got plenty of jokes. So while you're sitting there, instead of hammering on the horn and being upset and mad at life, you can sit here and have fun with us as we enjoy it a little bit. And I'll just play the music of me clearing my throat over and over and over again. Man, I'll tell you what, you know what else is going on today? Football. Let's get you the updates for the National Football League. Yes, hey, I'll tell you what, there's a lot of games that are being out there. A lot of teams are playing, and it's the last week of the season. And nobody's cutting through traffic, so you're out of luck there. So let's get you the scores right now as we give you the updates. Well, we start all the way yesterday. The Ravens beat the Browns 35-10. The Bengals go into Pittsburgh and beat the Steelers 19-17. The Panthers knocking off the Falcons today in overtime, 44-38 in Atlanta. The Texans go in to Tennessee and beat the Titans 23-14. They beat them when they're wearing the old Houston Oilers uniforms. The Eagles end up winning the final game of the year against the Giants 20-13. The Colts do the same against the Jaguars in overtime, 26-23. The Commanders go into Big D and beat the Cowboys 23-13. I guess they're not worried about the blinding sun rays coming through the dome. The Bears beat the Packers in Green Bay 24-22. And the Packers wanted that game so much they brought in Jordan Love at the end. I know, it's crazy. The Buccaneers win at home against the Saints 27-19. The Bills fall to the Patriots 23-16 in New England in a game where everybody who was starting was watching from the sidelines. All right, there's still games going on right now. There's 5 games. Chargers and Raiders scoreless midway through the first quarter in Vegas, but the Chargers have the ball driving it. The Raiders 35. The 49ers are up 3-0, and they've got the ball at midfield as they try to hand the Cardinals a loss with 8 minutes left in the first quarter. Broncos took the lead against the Chiefs in a divisional rivalry. I'll tell you what, the Chiefs don't need this game. They're playing Carson Wentz at quarterback. The Broncos, they need this game. They've got the ball now. They're 3-2 on Denver's 38, and up 7-0 with 8 minutes left in the first quarter. The Seahawks and the Rams are tied at 0. Rams about to punt the ball away. They're at their own 21, 4th and 5 with 8:42 left in the first quarter. And the Dolphins took an early lead over the Jets, 3-0 with 10 minutes left to go in the first quarter. The late game should be a monster. The Vikings and the Lions today at 11:20 Chamorro Standard Time. That is going to be the game to watch. Oh my goodness. And that is your update on everything that's happening in the NFL today. I'm going to flap this one on here real quick to show you that we are watching football right now. And that's about as much as we can show you because we don't want to get dinged. But we do have the game on the screen. That's the Chargers and the Raiders. But we're watching all the games that are being played right now on the NFL Red Zone. So good stuff. It's happening. It's Monday. And holy cow, we are here and having a good old time. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in this morning. We got a lot going on. And, man, there is so much happening. It was a heck of a weekend. We had our United States Congresswoman, Kimberly King Hines, took the oath of office in D.C. We showed it live for you, so you were able to watch it as it happened. And we broadcast it live, and then we cut it up into little clips. So we have a clip of Kim taking the oath, and we have a little clip of the U.S. Virgin Islands representative talking a little bit about how we don't have any representation out here, and they need to fix that. So here, I'll show you this thing with Kim on there, just to show you, in case you didn't see it, because maybe you weren't just watching everything. Here, maybe you weren't watching it. Maybe you were doing other stuff over the weekend, like weekending. And I have no problem with that. I think that was a great move. I would have done that too. But I want to bring you the news. So there we go. Let me go find it. I got it under Gov. Let me find it. Pow, 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 pow. Well, at least I thought that's what. It's under videos and my news service. Where is it? How could you run away from me like that? Now you know where the voice was from the commercial, right? All right, come on. Do I have it under the U.S.? No, that's something that we're going to play today, though. Well, dang it. I've got it somewhere, and I'm going to have to go and dig for it and try to find where the heck I put that thing. I can't believe it wasn't just in my regular folder. Oh well. I can't do it on the fly. Apparently, I'm not that cool. Here, what I can do, though, that wasn't the only thing happening on this day in history. True story. All right, we're going to give you a little bit of a glimpse. Today's January 6th. You know, this is the day where they had the insurrection 4 years ago. You know, we told you about that on the screen and all that other stuff, but we got plenty of stuff to get to with that. And, you know, I actually don't want to do that. I want to get right into the jokes because that's way lighter and way more fun. Hey, Luisa says birthday shout out to her mother-in-law, Myra Cabrera, out there in Washington, and also Isabel Carrion over at Hopwood. Hey, happy birthday. By the way, that is what we do. We definitely are here for your birthdays. Let us know. Yeah, thank goodness your son walks to Hopwood. Yeah, it would be crazy if you had to do some drop-offs over there. Good morning, Tobak. Good to see you this morning. And Luisa, of course, as always, great to see you. Eric Mavnas, great to see you as well. Norman Del Rosario, good morning. Who dey? Who think gonna beat them Bengals? Nobody's gonna beat them today. Nobody wants them in the playoffs either. Oh my gosh. Mariano Iglesias, good morning. Great to see you. Ann Sablon, thank you for tuning in as well. Let me just pop in real quick before we head to the jokes because we got so many jokes from you guys. You know, we put out a request to get the jokes from you because we wanted to have some fun this morning. We knew it was going to be a heavy day. We knew it was going to be all kinds of wild stuff going on. But we wanted to have some fun because we can. And we wanted to have some fun and get your jokes and give away some prizes because we have them. We got prizes. And the thing is, we also got jokes. You guys were bringing the jokes big time this last night and this morning. And we can give you a little preview on these things. Let's see, what do we got? All right, because we said, here's the deal. We're going to give the prize to whoever gets the most likes. The jokes that get the most likes. And let's just scroll through real quick and find out which one does indeed have the most likes. Because we thought we found it. At the first one, sadly enough, ours had a lot. and that's cool, but we are not going to be winning our own little contest here. So let's go to all comments. There's 10 on ours. There's 13. So far, I got one that has 13. Oh, this one's got 21 and 19. Oh, 39. So far, 39 is the leader. 25. We're still at 39 is the highest. This is from you guys in the likes. A lot of good ones out there, a lot of popular ones, but 39. We'll get there. So let's get through. So here's, by the way, I got some honorable mentions that people sent me, that you guys sent us on WhatsApp. So I want to get to that one. Here's one. It says, why do elephants in the jungle paint their balls red? We're setting the bar high. So they can hide in cherry trees. Yay. So what's the loudest sound in the jungle? A monkey eating fresh cherries. Well done. Well done. I love it. All right. Let's get back. That's from WhatsApp. There are some good jokes on this post. All right. Even Pilling, he got in. He's like, who are the real ghost employees that politicians love the most? Answer is food stamp recipients. They're both employed by local and federal government. Hey. Gus Tucker says, what runs around the house but it can't move? The fence. Hey. I didn't see this one until just now. I think this one might have done better if it got in here earlier. Hold on, let me put some reactions on there. All right, what's the difference between beer nuts and deer nuts? Beer nuts usually sell for about $1.55 in stores. Deer nuts are just under $1. Nice, Miles. Chris, want to know why Darth Vader is called Lord Vader? Because he didn't like Master Vader. Nicely done. All right, right. All right, here we go, Kumoy. Says, my cousin calls her Coochie Lottery because you got to be lucky to hit it. And all I said was, I thought you call it that because you're always scratching it. All right. Oh, man. And Sherilyn gave 1 million of them here. All right. It says, how do ghosts stay in shape? They exorcist. Where can you go when it gets cold? The corner, because it's always 90 degrees. Do I have it? Wait. I might have to find the right one now. Oh, that's a drum roll. Ah, there we go. There we go. All right, there we go. Let's see. How do you get in touch with an architect? You call them. All right, glad I got that sound effect. That's perfect for this. How does an astronaut put its baby to sleep? You rock it. How do astronauts throw birthday parties? They plan it. When is a door not a jar? Oh, I just screwed that one up. It's okay. I got 1 million of them. When is a door not a door? When it's a jar. All right. My sister became a vegetarian. She's lost so much weight. It's like I've never seen her before. Too fast, I know. All right, let's keep going. This one got a bunch. James Bottleman says, when did the CNMI see the worst sunrise in the CNMI? When the best Sunshine Casino was being built. Hey, that one got 13 reactions. That was great. Hey, Peeling, good morning. We also got some visual gigs, some gags. Hey, good morning, Michelle, and good morning, Chris. Great to see you guys. We're just going through the jokes that you guys sent in this morning to find out who's going to win the prizes. The top one had 39 for sure. I love some of the visual ones on there. Bucky says, why can't a bicycle stay up? Because it's too tired. Enzo, what did the Buffalo say to his son when he left for college? Bye, son. Bye, son. All right. There we go. Let's keep it going. This one I love. I heard it before, but it's a really good one. What do you call a short tomorrow? Hoppa dude. Louisa. She killed me with this one earlier. You're American when you go into a bathroom and when you come out of it. But what are you when you're in the bathroom? European. Tamara, taking it to another level. What do P. Diddy and Walmart have in common? Men's pants half off. All right. This one's good. It's a longer one, though. Stick with it. There's a police officer pulls over a semi-truck. He gets the usual license and registration, but he hears strange noises coming from the trailer. He decides to investigate. Inside, he finds 5 penguins. The policeman's like, sir, why do you have 50 penguins? He says, sir, why do you have 50 penguins in your truck? The driver says, well, they're my friends, and we like going on journeys together in my truck. The police officer says, sorry, sir, but you can't own 50 penguins. I'm afraid you're going to have to take them to the zoo. So the driver agrees and drives off. Next day, same cop pulls over the truck again. Once again, he hears the same strange noises from the trailer. He goes back to check it out and finds the same 50 penguins in the trailer. And the policeman says, hey, I thought I told you to take these penguins to the zoo yesterday. And the driver says, I did take them to the zoo. They loved it. Today we're going to the beach. All right, this one got a lot. This one got 21. 21 reactions here. It says, what has 5 toes and isn't your foot? What has 5 toes and isn't your foot? My foot! So stupid. Oh, I love it in the comments. Scotty gets in Brian Keefe's comments. He's like, hey, I like your own, but only because you're my friend. That's the pity like. All right, Amor Valencia Manahan says, why do piglets walk with their heads bowed down? Because they're ashamed that their mom is a pig. Brutal. All right, this one, that one got the most. I'm going to skip past it just so I can come back to it, but that's our winner for sure. I hope they live here, by the way. Hold on, let me find out. I hope you live here. Your profile's locked. That's all right. We're going to get past it. It says, Skim Kaipat says, what do you bring to a Chuki's funeral? Jumper cables, because the truck is dead. Bunch of people laughed at that one, though. What does a tree and a dog have in common? They both bark. Oh, gosh. Okay, I gotta say some of these just aren't good. John William. I don't know if I can pronounce this right. What do you call a Carolinian Wolverine? Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman. Oh, God. I'm sure I killed it. Let's see. Oh, come on. Jesus. Why is The Rock the only one who could turn any lesbian woman straight? Because rock beats scissors. Oh, God. All right. I like this one. What kind of drink can be bitter and sweet? Reality. Hey, Kai Magufnia. I like it. And this is the one that they were talking about. What's Saipan's version of Amazon Prime? Amazon Prima. Calling your auntie to ask her if she has what you need. I like that. That was Marianne Gilmore came up with the assist on that. Mitch Burrell. What do you call a Chamorro guy walking on the side of the road? Joaquin! Oh, that's good. Kamoy brought all these big jokes. Here's Mitch. You know that chick who's missing a left arm and a left leg? See Eileen? Yapar, she's all right. Oh. Guy, what do you call a small mother? A minimum. All right, Scotty Boom. How do you catch a unique bird? Unique up on them. All right, so how do you catch a tame bird? The tame way, unique up on them. Oh my God, it's so dumb. Oh, thank you, John. See, I knew I was going to screw up that one. Q Jackman. All right. Bucky says, why can't dogs operate the MRI machine but cats scan? That's what I need on that one. I need the wah. Oh, here. I do have it. I love it. All right. Micah Rakepo came up with a ton of them. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he's outstanding in his field. That got a lot of... This one was an honorable mention, 26. Why don't Saipan people ever rush? Because even the Wi-Fi takes island time. Oh, God, this one. Why did the crab never leave the shores of Saipan? Because he didn't want to shell out for airfare. That was just... why don't skeletons ever fight each other? Because they don't have the guts. I love this. Yvonne Castro, she's like, please don't block me for this. Why does Santa Claus have such a big sack? Because he only comes once a year. All right, now this was my personal favorite of the whole thing. It's not the winner, though, but this is my personal favorite. Juanette Camacho. This is her joke. What's the ugliest cow in the Philippines? The ugliest cow in the Philippines. Ikaw! I was laughing so hard at that last night when I read it. I love it. I love it. Good morning, Connie. Thanks for tuning in this morning. But that was definitely my favorite one. Okay, let's go to the number one joke, though. This is the prize winner because 39. We said whoever got the most likes and reactions was going to be it. Well, no, I skipped over the good one. This is another good one. This is not the winner, but this is another good one. Said I got fired from my job at the bank today. An old lady came in and asked me to check her balance, so I pushed her over. That was Glenn Polycare, our surfing correspondent. All right, but here is our winner. Why do leprechauns laugh when they run? Why do leprechauns laugh when they run? Because the grass tickles their balls. Yes, you are the winner. Posse to Agajoy. You are the winner. Oh my gosh. Good morning, Ed. Representative Probst, great to see you. Thanks for tuning in this morning. Oh my God. So that's it. You are the winner. That was hilarious. Hold on. You are the winner. All right. Well, Posse, provided you're at least 21, I've got a free bucket of beer for you at Last Shot Bar in Chalon-Kanoa. A free bucket of beer at Last Shot Bar. I'm so excited to give this away to you. Also have a prize package from Tupu Cane Juice so that we can get you started on a great week. You can go down there and get yourself you get the prize package, which includes a free Tupu Cane Juice. You pick the flavor when you go down there, and it might change your life. We're going to get you the yard cup. We'll get you the straw, and we're going to get you a free bucket of beer. I mean, how about as great as that? That is your prize. Congratulations. Hey, I want to say thanks to all you guys for jumping in and sending us your jokes. You had me cracking up all night last night. I imagine people are still going to send them in, but man, that was a lot of fun. One of those things thinking about last night, like, let's do something fun for tomorrow. Let's just do something that's going to get people chuckled up a little bit and keep that going, because I want that. That's part of what we's doing over here at the NMI News Service for Good Morning Marianas. All right, we're going to take a break. We come back, we're going to get more about, we'll give you a follow-up on traffic. You can see behind me, it's at least moving, which is a good thing. But we're going to get you the updates on what's going on here in the United States and all around the world with the Associated Press and everything else that's going on. So don't go too far away. I mean, we're going to be here, so don't leave. We'll be right back.
Everything was as easy as 1, 2, 3, but now it's as easy as 4, 5, 6. That's because Paradise Dental has the CNMI's most affordable dental coverage starting at just $4 per paycheck. You heard that right. Just $4 per paycheck for singles, $5 per paycheck for couples, and just $6 per paycheck for family coverage. That'll include Tito, Jermaine, Janet, and LaToya too. Jamone! At Paradise Dental, I love the way they make me feel. So come on down to Paradise Dental today and start smiling back at the man in the mirror, or give them a call at 670-235-4040. That's 235-4040. Nobody can beat it.
Is built. We lead by example, persistence to build. Be the inspiration, they witness approve. We do what we do by the rules in the book. We be a Lottie where discipline and vision is built. We lead by example, persistence to build. Be the inspiration, they witness approve. We do what we do by the rules in the book.
AP Sports, I'm Steve Carney. Oklahoma City's franchise record winning streak continues on. Correspondent Mike Moriarty has the report.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander poured in 33 points as the Oklahoma City Thunder extended their winning streak to 14 in a row, knocking down the Knicks 117-107.
We have so many different looks. We have so many different lineups. And we all just want to win at the end of the day. Nothing comes before that. And that's why we are on this roll.
OKC trailed by 8 points after the third quarter, but then outscored New York 37-19 in the fourth. Jalen Williams had 20 points, while Aaron Wiggins added 19 for the Thunder, who improved their home record to 16-2 on the season. Mikal Bridges scored a team-high 24 points for the Knicks, who saw their 9-game winning streak come to an end.
Meanwhile, the Cavaliers make it 9 wins in a row by dispatching the Mavericks. Correspondent Bob Stevens reports.
Evan Mobley had 34 points as the Cleveland Cavaliers won their 9th straight, all by double digits, defeating the short-handed Dallas Mavericks 134-122. So the Cavs improved to an NBA best 30-4 and are now 10-0 against the West, while the Mavs dropped their 4th straight. Mobley says their 20-0 run spanning the first and second quarters set the tempo for the game.
That's the main thing, starting off strong and keeping it that way throughout the game. When you let teams like this linger around, they can build confidence, and sometimes they can come back. So just jumping on them and keeping it that way.
Cleveland had 7 players in double figures. Karis LeVert had 17 for the Cavs, while the Mavs, who were playing without Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, were led by Quentin Grimes, who had 26.
And the Celtics roll in Houston even without one of their main scorers. This report from correspondent Adam Spillane.
Derek White scored 23 points as the Celtics improved to 26-9 with a 109-86 win over the Rockets. White made 6 threes and he shot 8 of 16 from the field while adding 4 rebounds and 2 assists.
You make a couple and then you start taking some shots that maybe if you aren't feeling it you wouldn't take, but I think I've been doing a pretty good job of just remaining confident, and it's nice to see some go in and then just try to consistently put up a good shot.
Jason Tatum finished with 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists for the Celtics, while Peyton Pritchard connected on 8 of 10 shots off the bench to finish with 20 points. Jalen Green led the Rockets with 27 points, but they shot just 36% for the game.
And a battle of the big men goes the way of the Spurs. This report from correspondent Bruce Morton.
Stellar play at both ends of the floor lifted San Antonio past the Nuggets 113-110. Spurs interim coach Mitch Johnson liked what he saw.
It's a great moment of growth for our group. We had multiple people who stepped up in different ways, and, it's something to build upon.
Chris Paul's scoop shot with 54 seconds left gave the Spurs the lead for good at 111-110. Then Victor Wembanyama forced a last-second turnover by Nikola Jokic, and San Antonio walked off the court with the win. Wembanyama finished with 35 points and 18 rebounds, while Jokic finished with 41 and 18. The defeat ended the Nuggets' 3-game win streak.
Other finals from around the NBA. Tobias Harris's 24 points and 10 rebounds helps the Pistons hold off the Hornets 98-94. The Magic leave Toronto 106-97 winners over the Raptors. CJ McCollum has 50 points for the Pelicans in a 132-120 win over the Wizards. The Kings score 46 points in the first quarter and hold off the Grizzlies 138-133. And LeBron James has 30 points and 8 assists as the Lakers upend the Hawks 119-102. The defending Stanley Cup champions get a big shootout win. The Jets interview a former nemesis for their open head coaching position. And the Dodgers add another big-name international free agent. That and more is coming up. A former thorn in the Jets' side during his playing career is the latest candidate to interview for their head coaching job on a busy NFL news day. Correspondent Gethin Kulba reports.
The Jets interviewed former Titans coach Mike Vrabel for their head coaching vacancy. Vrabel is the second known coaching candidate to meet with the Jets, who spoke to former Washington and Carolina coach Ron Rivera on Thursday. New York also interviewed Louis Riddick for its GM vacancy. Cornerback Sauce Gardner will sit with a hamstring injury Sunday against the Dolphins, who are likely to be without quarterback Tua Tagovailoa with a hip injury. The Titans will start QB Will Levis and the Browns' Bailey Zappi in their finales. The Rams will rest Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, and Puka Nacua.
In college football, the College Football Playoff says they will not change the dates of their 2 semifinal games. SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey requested the playoffs switch the dates of the Orange and Cotton Bowls in order to benefit Notre Dame, whose Sugar Bowl win was a day later than normal due to the terrorist attack that killed 15 people New Year's Eve in New Orleans. But the playoff committee decided to keep the Orange Bowl between the Irish and Penn State on January 9th and the Cotton Bowl between Ohio State and Texas January 10th. Turning to the NHL, the Panthers hold on for a shootout win at home. This report from correspondent Jane Ferry.
The Panthers blew a pair of 1-goal leads before Sam Reinhart and Anton Lundell scored in a shootout to complete their 3-2 win over the Penguins. Florida was 40 seconds from a regulation victory until Ricard Raquel scored on a power play. Matthew Tkachuk had given the Cats a 2-1 lead with the power play tally 10.5 minutes earlier.
It's a tight game. We've been in a few of them as of late, and on a back-to-back, we knew it was going to be that way. They've been here, for a few days, so I just thought it was a good effort, and we would have liked to close it out there in the third, but it took a few extra minutes and some great goals and some great saves in the shootout.
Gustav Forsling also scored, and Spencer Knight made 29 saves as the Panthers won for the second time in 5 games. The Pens remain at 500.
Other finals from the NHL, the Blackhawks double up the Canadiens 4-2. Brandon Saad has a hat trick as the Blues shut out the Senators 4-0. Leon Draisaitl's goal with under 2 minutes to play in regulation lifts the Oilers over the Ducks 3-2. And Steven Stamkos' second period goal is enough for the Predators, who blanked the Canucks 3-0. And the Los Angeles Dodgers are on the verge of bringing in another international free agent, reportedly agreeing to a 3-year deal worth $12.5 million with South Korean infielder Hae-Sung Kim. The 25-year-old played second base, shortstop, third base, and in the outfield while in South Korea, and was a career .304 hitter in 8 seasons in the KBO. Steve Carney, AP Sports.
AP News, I'm Jackie Quinn. Based on a judge's written decision, Donald Trump is on the path to becoming the first U.S. president to take the oath of office with a felony conviction. Our Lisa Dwyer reports the president-elect is ordered to appear in a New York courtroom for sentencing Friday, January 10th.
A little over a week before he's due to return to the White House, Judge Juan M. Merchan signaled that he'd sentence the former and future president to what's known as a conditional discharge, in which a case is closed without jail time, a fine, or probation. Trump was convicted in May of 34 counts of falsifying business records involving an alleged scheme to hide a hush money payment to porn actor Stormy Daniels.
A tense vote on Capitol Hill. Mike Johnson. Just when it looked like members of Congress were rejecting House Speaker Mike Johnson's re-election, 2 of his opponents changed their votes, giving him the gavel for another term.
The American people have called on us to reject business as usual and throw out the status quo. We must and we will heed their call.
Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas will not face any Justice Department investigations into allegations he improperly accepted gifts and trips. The Judicial Conference says Thomas has agreed to follow new reporting requirements. The NTSB is investigating the crash of a small plane into a furniture warehouse building late Thursday in Fullerton, California. The pilot had radioed an emergency just after takeoff.
RV-875, going to be immediate landing required.
RV-875, Romeo full charge. Can you make a left turn?
The pilot and his daughter were killed. Some people inside the warehouse were injured. Snowy and icing conditions in the forecast for the central part of the country. Ice storms expected from Kansas to West Virginia. This is AP News. President Biden shut down a deal by a Japanese company looking to acquire U.S. steel based in Pittsburgh. His national security spokesman, John Kirby.
This isn't about Japan. This is about U.S. steelmaking and keeping one of the largest steel producers in the United States.
Investigators say the Army Special Forces soldier who blew himself up in a cyber truck outside a Trump hotel in Las Vegas left a note calling it a wake-up call about the ills facing the country.
Alicia Arid says Matthew Livelsberger showed clear symptoms of a traumatic brain injury. She would know, having served as an Army nurse.
He would go through periods of withdrawal, and he struggled with depression and memory loss.
Arid tells the AP Livelsberger also dealt with post-traumatic stress. Sagar Meghani, Washington.
And I'm Jackie Quinn, AP News.
Number 14,
It's a great day to be up 3-0. I'll tell you that. It probably is not great to be down.
I'm Brad Rosala, and I'm the owner for Commonwealth Communications.
And I am Jojo Alipuzu. I am the owner of Island Image and Motion.
And this is our joint venture, Sideline Studios. This whole concept that we have of doing all these live stream productions and covering news and doing live shows and everything, it wouldn't happen if we didn't have a great partner like IT&E, someone who can handle the bandwidth and provide it and then get us what we need when we need it, and then be a real partner for us for all the events, whether we're doing live sporting events, broadcasts. All of these things happen because of our partnership with IT&E.
With IT&E providing us with the fiber and point-to-point and even the MBRs, is just a great piece of equipment to use when we're broadcasting our sports, our events, our performances, especially our cultural performances. And it's just great to share our culture here in the Marianas with the world. And IT&E has been there from the get-go.
The thing I like best about working with IT&E is how willing they are to come out and find a solution. Even for Liberation Day, we thought we had a pretty good solution for our live stream setup, and it turns out that we did not have the right setup that we thought we needed. That day, just before the parade, reached out to Paul and said, here's our situation. What do you think? He's like, we're gonna figure this out. While he's sitting there barbecuing, getting ready for the parade to start, he starts burning up the phone lines, calling everybody in IT&E, what can we do, what's the right solution? They left their families to do this stuff and get us the equipment that we needed to broadcast live. That's over and above. That's on a holiday. That's when he was out there spending time with his family.
That's why IT&E is just the best, just really in touch with the people and the community.
I recommend IT&E to everybody. Tell them the options are there, and you can choose whoever you want and then figure out what you think is the best. But when you're ready, when you're tired of having your calls disconnected or not having service, then you reach out to the guys from IT&E.
Gentlemen, we are back again, and it's great to have you back here again. That you're looking live at traffic over there on Beach Road in Oleai, where it is just a little shade less than awesome. Because traffic's a little bit crazy out there today. It's like all of a sudden, after having all this time off, people are not used to driving again, but that's at least not used to driving during rush hour. And you know what? I think that's kind of fair. It's busy right now. If you're trying to get over there by the AK intersection, you can see vehicles all over the place. But if you're trying to go east or west from Beach Road along John Monsignor Guerrero, it's going to be a while, baby. And if you're going north on Beach Road, trying to get to that intersection, it's going to be a little bit too, as traffic, construction, all this stuff is happening together at the same time. It's a perfect storm of traffic. Let's see if it's anywhere nicer anywhere else. Fun fact, no. Especially over in Chalumpiao. Going to be a slow go on your way through Chalumpiao this morning. Take a look at that. Oh my God, just moita on there. It is just red, yellow, dark red, awfulness. And all of that is all about that construction. Digging up more road that they can get to. And it's a beatdown. It's like Chalumpiao is coming together to try and support the Chiefs as they're down 21-0 to the Broncos today. And the Broncos definitely need this game. Chiefs, not so much. All right. Hey, over there by, oh my gosh, Guangdong Hartmere. It is a little bit slow there at that intersection. You're coming up the hill. You're going down the hill. You're going to try to hit north. Either way, it's going to be a little bit of a slow go. How about over there by Foot Stop? It's actually not that bad. It's just a little bit slow in both directions as people try and get by. People being polite and letting people get across the road. And the further you go north, when you get over there to that Shell Dandan intersection, it's actually not that bad. Traffic is just a little bit slow if you're heading up to the airport or coming down the hill. It's not that bad. On that the Azlito side, things are going pretty good. Coming down the hill over there by the college, you know, it's weird because it's one lane each way as they're redoing that pipeline under the road. And so you just expect a little bit of delay. It's not the worst thing in the world. Hey, over there in by this intersection, like we told you, the old AK, it is slow every direction. You can't get around it. That's it. If you're smart and you're trying to head north, then you might as well creep through the village over here in Oleai, get along with Texas Road, and get out to the main road that way and take Middle Road all the way up. That's the smart way to go. But drive slow if you're going through the village. Don't be that guy. You don't want to be that guy. It's actually a little bit slow over there by JG Sablon Ice. the intersection with the beat-up laundromat. Been beat up since 2015. Yeah, that's right. They call it Soda Lord Laundromat because it's been beat up ever since Soda Lord came through. All right, hey, that's going to be a slow intersection this morning, right now anyway. It's not going to be that bad throughout the day, but it is not great today. Over there by the tennis courts, it is a slow go in every direction. People have been sitting around waiting on that long light, and it is a long light, no doubt about it. It's a little bit touch and go all the way through Middle Road, all the way up to the base of Capitol Hill, where it meets East Drive, and it's not that bad. And if you actually have too much time that you're waiting, just pop over to Ina's Kitchen and write them a letter saying, please open for breakfast one day. I bet it would be awesome. Over there, if you're trying to make your way to Cagman, it's a little slow through the S-curves over there by the mobile shop, but actually going up and down the hill to Cagman, not too bad at all. All right, well, that's your first and second, I should say, second look at traffic out here as we move on and enjoy the rest of what we got going on this morning. All right, let's get to some of the other stuff. We went to the jokes today. Oh, my God, there's a whole lot of more reactions that came in while we've been broadcasting. But we did award our winner 39 reactions she had to her jokes, and it was great. Hey, we're going to get to the things that happened here. Again, if you missed it over the weekend, our U.S. Congresswoman, Kimberly King Hines, took the oath in D.C. We streamed it live as it was happening. C-SPAN puts that out, and nobody watches it in the mainland because people don't really care. We do, because we know all these people who are going to be representing us up there. So we streamed it here, and we posted it in clips, but just in case you missed it, I want to put it up there for you so you can see this is exactly what happened. The oath was administered by the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, the representative from Louisiana, who, took a little while before he got officially named in as the House, as a House Speaker. Not any controversy, but we'll get back to it a little bit because the representative from U.S. Virgin Islands had something to say. Anyway, here's our U.S. Congresswoman taking the oath of office in the United States.
You may as well remain standing because according to precedent, the chair will swear in the members-elect en masse. The members-elect will all rise, and the chair will now administer the oath of office. Will you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that you will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that you take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which you are about to enter, so help you God. Thank you. Congratulations, you are now members of the 119th Congress.
Yeah, and that was pretty cool. We see her there again. You can see her with the Mormor right there. That is just so awesome. Just so awesome. And, I loved seeing it. I wish we could have been there for sure. That would have been great. Instead, we woke up really early to catch all that stuff. It started at 3 o'clock local time here, Chamorro Standard Time. And it took a lot longer than that to get it all done. But in fact, it took about 3.5 hours before we got to the end of all that stuff. And then afterwards, stuff started coming in, flowing in. We didn't leave here till later. I was thinking, oh, yeah, we'll be out of here in like an hour. I'll go back home, go to sleep, and all that other stuff. That is not how it works, folks. It is not how it worked at all. I'll tell you what, I ended up sleeping so much. Like I slept like half the day after all that because it took so long. What I want to do is show you this other clip that we have. And, I might end up just having to show it off of our page because I can't find what we saved the file as before we popped it up on our page. I know why now, because I did it from the other computer while we were streaming here. That's exactly why. All right, so here, this is it. So during the, hold Take it easy there, Tex. Okay, I got to pause it. All right, so that's exactly why it happened. I can't find it on this computer because while I was streaming this here, I'm like, holy cow, I can't believe that just happened. So I kept streaming it from this computer, but then I went to the other computer in the back and had to trim up this clip from it because it was like a wow moment. So what they were doing, I mentioned just a little bit ago that they were trying, it took a little bit of time to officially lock in who is going to be the House Speaker between Hakeem Jeffries out of New York and Mike Johnson not our Mike Johnson from Louisiana. And it came down to a real big deal where like 3 people voted for other people. Then they had to make some kind of deal with them off to the side before they got in there. But they asked for everyone to vote. And then they only asked the representatives. Now, this is really interesting. So now the U.S. Virgin Islands delegate-elect, she had not yet taken the oath, Stacey Plaskett, she was not happy about that. And she's trying to push this narrative or trying to continue the conversation that not all of the states and territories are treated equally. And I really love that she was doing that. Hold on, let me pop this open here. 1 second. Want to get this for you. Let me go to the window. And got to make sure I give it the right window. Boom, boom, boom. I think that's it. Yes, that's it. Okay, so let me get it right size to the screen. And I think you're going to like this lady. All right, so here, let me transfer this over and press play on it. If you missed this, listen.
For what purpose does the gentlelady from the Virgin Islands seek recognition?
Speaker, I have a parliamentary inquiry. I note that the names of the representatives from the Americas Samoa, Guam, Northern Mariana, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, and the District of Columbia were not called, representing collectively 4 million Americans. Mr. Speaker, collectively, the largest per capita of veterans in this country.
Does the gentlelady have a parliamentary
I asked
inquiry?
why they were not called. Have some respect. It's not going to take...
Gentlelady is recognized.
I asked why they were not called from the parliamentarian, please.
Delegates-elect and the resident commissioner-elect are not qualified to vote. Representatives-elect are the only individuals qualified to vote in the election of a speaker. As provided in Section 36 of the House Rules and Manual, the speaker is elected by a majority of the members-elect voting by surname.
This body and this nation has a territories and a colonies problem. What was supposed to be temporary has now effectively become permanent. We must do something about this problem so that these 4 million... But I have a voice, and...
Damn.
The reading clerk will now call the names of the representatives-elect who did not answer the first call.
Man, I'll tell you, like, holy cow. That was something. That was something. I'll tell you what, I like that we don't have to pay federal taxes. I'm a fan of not paying federal taxes. And if that's the only, if that's why we don't get to have it, I'm like, wow. Yeah, after he said not qualified to vote, I feel like it was Kimberlyn who shouted wrong, as in That's right. Yeah, I don't know who it was. You want to listen to it again? So I was looking for her in that clip. So now here's the thing. I want to talk about this. So as you're looking at Congress there, those are all the people who hadn't yet got elected. And so they are getting ready to take the oath. They're still waiting to determine who's going to be the Speaker of the House. And at that moment, everybody who was talking, and they nominated their candidate for their party, hey, right? But when she was speaking there, look, it's divided in half. It had nothing at all to do with the content of what she was saying. People were clapping based on what party it was. And I think that's full of crap. Like, that's the stuff I hate, right? But that's where I think Kim's a bit of a game changer, right? I can't see what she was doing in there. But I wonder if she said anything or if she was clapping to represent the real aims out here. And let's say Amada Radowagan, she's also a Republican, so she was sitting in the front. And by the way, Virgin Islands, she's a Republican as well, right? But she was sitting with the Democrats. So let's watch that clip again. Hold on. I gotta put it on the share screen. Let's do this again. Yeah, this is the clip that we put. We'll listen to the wrong part.
For what purpose does the gentlelady from the Virgin Islands seek recognition?
Speaker, I have a parliamentary inquiry. I note that the names of the representatives from the Americas Samoa, Guam, Northern Mariana, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, and the District of Columbia were not called, representing collectively 4 million Americans. Mr. Speaker, collectively the largest per capita of veterans in this country.
Does the gentlelady have a parliamentary
I asked
inquiry?
why they were not called. Have some respect. It's not going to take...
Gentlelady is recognized.
I asked why they were not called from the parliamentarian, please.
Delegates-elect and the resident commissioner-elect are not qualified to vote.
Oh, she's a Democrat.
Representatives-elect are the only individuals qualified to vote in the election of a speaker, as provided in Section 36.
Let's go back. Let's hear the
House
wrong
Rules
part
and
again.
Representatives-elect.
It does kind of sound.
Delegates-elect and the resident commissioner-elect are not qualified to vote. Representatives-elect are the only individuals.
I think that's Plaskett.
Are not qualified to vote. Representatives are not qualified to vote. Representatives-elect are not qualified to vote. Representatives-elect are the only individuals qualified to vote in the election of a speaker. As provided in Section 36 of the House Rules and Manual, the speaker is elected by a majority of the members-elect voting by surname.
Body and this nation has a territories and a colonies problem. What was supposed to be temporary has now effectively become permanent. We must do something about this problem so that these 4 million...
So look, now here's a really good thing to watch now, because I was looking at this. Amada Radowagan, she is, now if you look at the whole picture here, look at the bottom left. You see the lady in the white pantsuit standing up. Right behind her in the golden dress, that is Amada Radowagan. Like she's not even paying attention. Now Kim would be midway up and all the way to the left, but she's not captured in this shot. She's sitting next to a lady in the pink jacket who I can't see in this one. But Amada Radowagan has nothing to do with this. And you know what? It's because she's in a different party. That's the only reason. So she's full of crap too. I mean, I'm serious. If you're not behind this fact that people aren't able to get recognized and be able to vote like this is not grandstanding. This is not a bunch of crap. Like, I think this is a real issue. And I'll tell you, I like that that we don't have to pay federal taxes, but if you think that it's not, if you think that it's totally normal that we have people from Guam, Sinai, Virgin Islands, American Samoa, and District of Columbia. D.C. I think is different, right? But all those other folks who are representatives that Congress can't vote, I think it's too old. Like, I think maybe at the beginning I'm cool with it, right? Nice, JJ. But I think maybe at the beginning when that rule was in place, fine. But I mean, come on, man. It's been like 130 years. You know, what are you thinking? Really? Like, what are you thinking? It's about time. It's about, not for the CNMI 130 years, but for Guam. It's different. As people who are in there, we're thought of as like the student representatives to the PSS board. We don't even get a vote, right? I think we should absolutely have a vote in Congress for stuff like this. Absolutely. If we're going to be fully fledged like Americans, which we are, I know, that seems to be fair. Now, look. See, Amada Rawagan sitting there motionless, not clapping, not anything. And you know why? I bet she would say the same kind of stuff. Hold on, let me go back again. Oh, crap, sorry. There we go. I bet she would react differently if she was talking to her folks from back home and not surrounded by a bunch of Republicans. She just doesn't want to look like a traitor to the party. Screw that crap, lady. Be strong. You've been around long enough. Your husband's a big-time political wheeler and dealer, and you're worried about looking bad in front of your party members. You're full of it. Like, it really just makes me feel like so less about her. And by the way, I met her, and she's super nice. But, like, for something like this, while they're having, like, this is just ridiculous. Just absolutely ridiculous. It kind of makes me sick, you know, to be fair. It's like they have their own little personal rule book saying, hey, we can't cheer for you because you're on a different team. It's not about that. You fight for injustices when they are, no matter who you are. I mean, like, that's the American way. Now, I'm not a Democrat at all because I can't stomach half the crap that comes out of there. Hey, I'm not a full-on crazy Republican guy either. But, like, something like this is universal. It is absolutely universal. And look at all those schlubs sitting over there doing absolutely nothing to this because they don't know about it. They're not familiar with it. But the one lady who absolutely would, who's sitting there in the front frickin' row, who it affects the people at her place too. Nothing. Just nothing. She's got nothing. But Stacey Plaskett, man, holy shit. Badass lady. And I think of Kim like that. I think of Kim like her. Maybe not about all her stuff because I really don't know that lady. But as far as someone who's being outspoken for saying the right thing and all that, hell yeah, that's who I see her as. Like, this lady saw her opportunity, saw her moment, and she took it. Like, and it was an impassioned argument, but it was well delivered and well conceived and well construed. Yeah, Brad, you're talking common sense and they have none. I know. I mean, I'm kind of disgusted by Amada Rawagan now after the way she didn't do anything there. You wouldn't even clap for that? Come on. Really? Do you regret that now? It just seems like I am definitely holding back. I'm like, I don't want to be negative to her. I mean, she's a nice lady, right? And she's elected by the people of American Samoa. They have their own thoughts about all this stuff. I know. But it's people who behave like that, like the way the delegate from American Samoa is in that particular moment. Those are the people who won't get your folks anywhere. You just play stupid political games. You're just full of baloney. I know they got a tuna cannery, but she needs to be like the baloney exporter. Because I think it's just crazy. And again, this is not partisan stuff because I'm not a Democrat. I am not at all. Ugh. Ugh. Not because I don't like Democrats. I just don't like the party. I think the party is too crazy. I'm not a party guy, but I like they champion issues based on the party instead of based on the issues. And I don't go for it. But I mean, Jesus, lady. I mean, how can you just basically turn your back on somebody who's fighting for you? Anyway, let's keep going. I just want to see if there's any other wide shot. Now, at that point, so that's the part that people are going to hear. What she said, though, was that she would have voted for Hakeem Jeffries. And that's why the Democrats are cheering for her, because she would vote for a Democrat. But it doesn't matter. She's tall as shit, too.
The reading clerk will now call the
Look at
names
that. She's taller than everybody around her.
Did not answer the first call.
But, like, that's the, man, that was just awesome. I love to have that kind of reaction from whoever's representing us. I know there's a lot of games you got to play. I'm not in for that crap. I'm not in for those games. That's why I'll never be a U.S. congressman. That's why I won't be a lot of things in life, probably. But I just like it easy. Good guys, bad guys, figuring out who they are, and that could change all the time. When it comes down to this issue, are you a good guy or a bad guy? Amada turns out not a good guy in that shot. I would love to have that wide shot. And I keep looking for it, of what was Kim doing during that moment. What was she doing? Did she clap? In my heart, I want to think that she's over there off camera clapping, supporting it. That she's not going to be Amada 2.0, a young Amada. No, I'm really disappointed. Yeah, I think I drilled that point home a little bit. Amada Radowagan, just sitting there, and because she's right there on display, doing nothing. No support for someone who's fighting for you.
Gentlelady is recognized.
I ask why they were not called from the parliamentarian, please.
Delegates-elect and the resident commissioner-elect are not qualified to vote. Representatives-elect are the only individuals qualified to vote in the election of a speaker. As provided in Section 36 of the House Rules and Manual, the speaker is elected by a majority of the members-elect voting by surname.
This body and this nation has a territories and a colonies problem. What was supposed to be temporary has now effectively become permanent. We must do something about this problem so that these 4 million...
Sitting there like a statue. I feel like that lady standing next to her with the Pi Sigma, I don't think she knows what's going on.
The reading clerk will now call the names of the representatives-elect who did not answer the first call.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you, that it drives me nuts. It's like that, the pirate, speaking of the jokes, the pirate who walked into the hospital with the helm attached to his member, and the nurse says, I'm sorry, sir, there's the steering wheel of the ship is attached to your genitals. He's like, all right, it's been driving me nuts all day. I mean, but this is definitely driving me nuts. Listen, seeing how she just sat there reactionless. That's not what I would expect from our U.S. congressman. I know our U.S. congressman's got more passion than that, especially for doing the right thing and speaking truth to power. She couldn't have been just sitting there quiet. Could she? Maybe. I would hope not, though. With that conversation in, hold on, let me see. It's that scene from Talladega Nights where they're saying grace at the table and they're talking about Will Ferrell's talking about, dear 8 pounds, 6 ounce baby Jesus. She's like, Stop referring to Jesus as a baby. He was a grown man. He's like, I think of Jesus any way I like. And I like my baby Jesus the best. I'm like, so that's the version of Jesus he likes the best. That's the version I like of Kim the best. Hold on. Wait. 8-pound, 6-ounce baby Jesus. I don't know if you guys know this part, but I could play the audio of it. Well, let's see if I can find it. Is it really 5 minutes? I don't want 5 minutes. Come on. This is the 2-minute version.
Supper's ready. Come on, y'all. Been slaving over this for hours.
Okay.
Dear Lord, baby Jesus, or as our brothers to the south call you, Jesus, we thank you so much for this bountiful harvest of Domino's, KFC, and the always delicious Taco Bell. I just want to take time to say thank you for my family, my 2 beautiful, handsome, striking sons, Walker
and Texas Ranger.
Or TR, as we call him. And of course, my red-hot smoking wife, Carly, who's a stone-cold fox. Who, if you were to rate her ass on 100, it would easily be a 94. Also want to thank you for my best friend and teammate, Cal Naughton Jr., who's got my back no matter what.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake. Dear Lord, baby Jesus, we also thank you for my wife's father, Chip. We hope that you can use your baby Jesus powers to heal him and his horrible leg. And it smells terrible, and the dogs are always bothering with it. Dear tiny infant Jesus.
Hey, sweetie, Jesus did grow up. You don't always have to call him baby. It's a bit odd and off-putting to pray to a baby.
Well, look, I like the Christmas Jesus best, and I'm saying grace. When you say grace, you can say it to grown-up Jesus or teenage Jesus or bearded Jesus or whoever you want.
You know what I want? I want you to do this grace good so that God will let us win tomorrow.
Dear tiny Jesus, your golden fleece diapers with your tiny little fat balled-up fist palms.
He was a man. He had a beard.
Look, I like the baby version the best. Do you hear me? I win the races and I get the money.
Ricky, finish the damn grace.
I like to picture Jesus in a tuxedo T-shirt because it says, like, I want to be formal, but I'm here to party, too. Because I like to party, so I like my Jesus to party.
I like to picture Jesus as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
I like to think of Jesus, like, with giant eagle's wings and singing lead vocals for Leonard Skinner with, like, an angel band. And I'm in the front row, and I'm hammered drunk.
Hey, Cal, why don't you just shut up?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so, yeah, like that. I like to picture my U.S. Congresswoman, like, clapping. Even though I can't see her on the screen, I want to picture her clapping to support Plaskett when she stands up to say we have a problem and that we need it. What started out as temporary, but it now has effectively become permanent. Yeah, I would like our U.S. Congresswoman. I'm picturing her clapping, albeit off camera, sitting by a bunch of Republicans, which she is. She is, but she isn't. Like, I mean, like, that's it. Like, she doesn't take crap from anybody. She's not going to take crap from any party folks. I mean, that's it. She's just not, that's not who she is. She's not going to be beholden to a frickin' party. Granted, they got her in. And understandably, that there are some local responsibilities that are infused with winning with the party here, probably. But for stuff like that, if you heard her in any of her talks here, she basically said, look, I'm here for us, like the CNMI, that's it, and not this other stuff. Man, freaking Amada. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. If I was from American Samoa, I'd probably have a better idea about what is going on over there and why she might act the way she did. But for that instance right there, I just can't believe it. I was just totally surprised. Hey, but anyway, at least we got some good photos of our new Congresswoman over there in the mainland. It was really cool, and we're thankful that they sent them over to. Can I pop that over there? Yeah, I can. So there you go. We got these sent to us. Matt DeLeon Guerrero sent these to us, and I was sleeping when he sent them, so I couldn't get them out as early. as he sent them. He sent them plenty early for us. And I am thankful to that. But I'll tell you, after streaming everything, I was just wiped out. I didn't wake up till, like, it says that it was posted at 12:26, probably because I woke up at 12:25 after streaming all that stuff and then getting home. But that's with the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, and that's her husband and her daughter. How cool is that? How cool is that? That she's officially there representing us in D.C. I don't know, maybe it's just because, like, she's like my age. Like, so I really think of it as like a more representative of me and our community and stuff like that. I think maybe that's why it has more significance. I love Khalil. I was so glad that he was our representative for years and years. And I support him all the way through, from his first election all the way through. And I thought he did a great job. And he was really supportive of me and our family. He was great. But I think this one's just a little different because it's someone who I've known. Like, I didn't really know him before he ran. But like Kim, like, I've known her like 20 years. And so seeing her get up there and get it, it's like, yeah, this is someone who's fighting for the home team. Like, again, it's not taking anything away from anybody else at all. Just sharing about this. I'm not saying this as opposed to somebody else. No. It's not a comparison. This is not a comparison. This is just about that. All right. Hey, holy cow, just like that, it's almost 9 o'clock. It's amazing how easy a little ranting can get you going. Hey, we do have, let me see, do I have it up here? Where is it? Boom, boom, boom. I want to share with you guys this. Where did I save it? Well, let's do this because I don't think I ran this yet. This is something that we do every day. It's from the Associated Press. We call it This Day in History. So today is January 6th in the CNY. Of course, that was a big deal. Everyone talks about January 6th for the last 4 years in the mainland. But here is the Associated Press's This Day in History.
January 6th, 1412. According to tradition, Joan of Arc, France's national heroine and a Catholic saint, is born in the village of Domremy. 1838. Inventor Samuel Morse gives his first public demonstration of the telegraph, dots, dashes, and all, in Morristown, New Jersey. 1942. Pan Am's Pacific Clipper arrives in New York, becoming the first commercial airplane to complete a round-the-world flight. 1994. An attacker clubs figure skater Nancy Kerrigan on her right leg. Among the men later sentenced to prison, the ex-husband of Kerrigan's rival, Tonya Harding. And 1993. The world loses two artistic greats. Jazz trumpeter Dizzy Gillespie dies at age 75, and ballet dancer Rudolf Nureyev dies at age 54. Today in history, January 6th. Sophia Manos, The Associated Press.
All right. Well, hey, man, that guy was definitely not going easy on the old yam bag for everybody. Done that last shot to just kind of hang out there. January 6th, the reason why people were talking about it so much is because of, what happened like 4 years ago. And it's kind of a big day. And how do you look at it? Do you think it was innocuous or do you think it was a real big deal? Well, I got this also from the Associated Press. It's kind of a little recap of their coverage from the events of January 6th 4 years ago. So I want to show that to you. I found that. So here, let's put this your way.
The January 6th, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol seemed like it would immediately change the course of history. But inside the Capitol building, reminders of the violence that occurred are increasingly hard to find. Lawmakers in both parties rarely mention the attack, and many Republicans try to downplay it, echoing President-elect Donald Trump's claims that the carnage of that day is overblown. For some of the law enforcement officers who worked on January 6th, the memories of what they endured remain.
A couple people held me down while one person reached underneath the visor on my helmet
and tried to gouge out my eye with his thumb. I can still hear the screaming in the video from my body-worn camera when he's doing it.
Congress passed a law in March of 2022 to require an honorific plaque listing the names of all of the officers who responded to the violence on that day. The architect of the Capitol was ordered to obtain the plaque within a year and permanently place it on the Capitol's western front, where the worst of the fighting took place. But almost 3 years later, there is no plaque, and it's unclear why or who is responsible for it.
The memorial plaque for the officers who fought to defend democracy on January 6th, I think it's incredibly important, just not only for posterity, but for the other officers who, don't get the kind of attention I have. I've gotten more than my fair share of accolades, but I want them to feel like they've earned a place here.
Democratic Senate Leader Chuck Schumer and then Republican Senate Leader Mitch McConnell signed off on the plaque, according to a Senate leadership aide familiar with the process. House Democratic Leader Hakeem Jeffries has also been supportive, but a spokesman for House Speaker Mike Johnson did not respond to requests for comment.
Player number 14,
It's a great day to be up 3-0. I'll tell you that. It probably is not great to be down 3-0.
I'm Brad Rosala, and I'm the owner for Commonwealth Communications.
And I am Jojo Alipuzu. I am the owner of Island Image and Motion.
And this is our joint venture, Sideline Studios. This whole concept that we have of doing all these live stream productions and covering news and doing live shows and everything, it wouldn't happen if we didn't have a great partner like IT&E, someone who could handle the bandwidth and provide it and then get us what we need when we need it and then be a real partner for us for all the events, whether we're doing live sporting events, broadcasts. All of these things happen because of our partnership with IT&E.
With IT&E providing us with the fiber and point-to-point and even the MBRs, is just a great piece of equipment to use when we're broadcasting our sports, our events, our performances, especially our cultural performances. And it's just great to share our culture here in the Marianas with the world. And IT&E has been there from the get-go.
The thing I like best about working with IT&E is how willing they are to come out and find a solution. Even for Liberation Day, we thought we had a pretty good solution for our live stream setup, and it turns out that we did not have the right setup that we thought we needed. That day, just before the parade, reached out to Paul and said, here's our situation. What do you think? He's like, we're gonna figure this out. While he's sitting there barbecuing, getting ready for the parade to start, he starts burning up the phone lines, calling everybody in IT&E, what can we do, what's the right solution? They left their families to do this stuff and get us the equipment that we needed to broadcast live. That's over and above. That's on a holiday. That's when he was out there spending time with his family.
That's why IT&E is just the best, just really in touch with the people and the community.
I recommend IT&E to everybody. Tell them the options are there, and you can choose whoever you want and then figure out what you think is the best. But when you're ready, when you're tired of having your calls disconnected or not having service, then you reach out to the guys from IT&E.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine. marking a path for the next generation.
Persistence to build, be the inspiration they witness approve. We do what we do by the rules in the book. Be a lottie where discipline and vision is built. We lead by example, persistence to build. Be the inspiration they witness approve. We do what we do by the rules in the book.
I used to think everything was as easy as 1, 2, 3, but now it's as easy as 4, 5, 6. That's because Paradise Dental has the CNMI's most affordable dental coverage starting at just $4 per paycheck. You heard that right. Just $4 per paycheck for singles, $5 per paycheck for couples, and just $6 per paycheck for family coverage. That'll include Tito, Jermaine, Janet, and LaToya too. Jamone! At Paradise Dental, I love the way they make me feel. So come on down to Paradise Dental today and start smiling back at the man in the mirror, or give them a call at 670-235-4040. That's 235-4040. Nobody can beat it.
Good morning, Marianas. So many things we gotta discuss. Happy day, Tirawami, greetings to Rhoda, Guam, Saipan, and Tinian. For all your island news, from a beautiful place with Pacific views, it's always so much fun on Good Morning, Marianas.
The National Football League.
All right, hey everybody, it is Monday morning here in the Marianas, and that means it is Sunday out there in the mainland, and we've got NFL. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games being played right now. 5 late games, that's amazing. And we still have the super late game later tonight. The Vikings and the Lions going to be going head-to-head in an NFC North showdown at 11:20 a.m. Chamorro Standard Time. That is going to be one heck of a game, and I can't wait to see it. Right now, the Chargers leading the Raiders in Vegas 17-10 at halftime. The 49ers trailing the Cardinals 20-17 at the half. Just started a couple minutes ago here in the third quarter in Denver. The Chiefs taking a licking to the Broncos 24-0. Broncos need this game. Chiefs, not so much. They already locked up a first round bye in the AFC champ. Let's see what we got here. 4th and 10. The Seahawks got the ball, and they're going to be punting. Just starting in the third quarter over there. Seattle leading the Rams 17-13. And in New Jersey, the Jets leading 15-6 over the Dolphins at halftime. Just an ugly game. I'm watching it over here. By the way, Seahawks dropping back. There's a nice pass. That goes nowhere. That's where they're going to end up booting it. But watching Geno Smith on a great touchdown pass earlier while some commercials were going, and holy cow, it is an exciting game. If you're a Chiefs fan, just pack it up for the next 2 weeks. You don't have anything happening next week, and this week, Bo Nix and the Broncos just looking good, and that's it. Everybody else, I'll tell you, the big game that you're going to want to watch today is going to be at 11:20 a.m. The Vikings and the Lions. Both teams need this game. It's the number one seeds at stake, so they got to bring it. They got to bring it. Who wants that bye? That's going to be a great game. I can't wait. Anyway, a little bit sidetracked. So I threw a couple extra commercials because I ended up receiving some more. I get all kinds of folks sending us info about different things, different sources, and when people send us stuff, the first thing is I look at where did it come from, right? Like when we received this last week about this new virus that's going through in China, and the norovirus thing. And, they're making it seem like it's a real big deal, like COVID 2.0, but, the thing is like a stomach bug, right? Anyway, but it's not being covered anywhere by anyone other than Hong Kong media and media out of India. And that media out of India is really interesting, like the Economic Times and all this other stuff. And I'm like, well, like the one that I got today, it was about China surpasses U.S. as the ultimate global tourism spending powerhouse. I'm like, that thing is so loaded with like superlatives that it's like, all right, it's some kind of a marketing thing, right? So who is it coming from? It's coming from the travelandtourworld.com, which is out of India also. So I started going down this rabbit hole to find out what this company's history is, and it's a private company out of India. I mean, I have my suspicions. I can't say for sure yet, but it just seems like it's one of those advertorial kind of things. Like even the photos that they use are like AI generated and all that stuff. So, but they've been around for like 25 years, so it's something. But and it's listed as a private company. I just need to look more into it before I start giving you guys info from these kind of what I think are shams, sham organizations. Hey, we got a message from Glenn Magnolia. Mr. Marianas Agupa sent us a press release. So let's send it to you. Let's zoom in. This is the Cagman Agricultural Farms and Producers Association. Sabalu Farmer Market to open at Garapan Fishing Base. That's great news, right? Right. It says Saturday, this Saturday, January 11th. Every Saturday thereafter, Sabalu Farmers Market will be open at the Garapan Fishing Base from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. The official ceremony for the relaunching of the infamous Farmers Market will begin at 8 a.m. It's infamous! Fresh farm produce and goods will be sold including value-added goods. There are both 21 booths and lots available, and 13 local farmers have already secured their lots to sell their farm fresh goods. Only 8 lots left for grabs. If you're interested to sell your farm produce or value-added products, contact the market managers Joe Takai at 284-0219 or Steve Duenas at 989-3210 to secure your booth site. There's also a booth or a lot reserved for our farmers from Rhoda and Tinian, who are members of the CAFPA, which is the Cagman Agricultural Farms and Producers Association. So Rhoda and Tinian farmers who are members of it can sell their produce, and also there's a lot reserved for the Farmers Association partners such as NMC Crees, Public Health, Department of Agriculture, NRCS, and Joten Kidzu Public Library to provide community information every Saturday. Is that I don't know what the NRCS is. I should. I feel like I should. I don't know what it is. Anyway, so that's it. Basically, Sabalu Market reopens over at the Farmers Market. Now, this is a great opportunity because they had me laughing. It says the official ceremony for the relaunching of the infamous Farmers Market. Now, doesn't that sound like something else is going on? Infamous. That means, hold on. Wait. Because that's not, you don't want to use infamous for this. You don't want to say infamous. Oh, I want to use it from the Three Amigos. Three Amigos infamous. Yeah, here, this is it.
Three Amigos, Hollywood, California. You are very great. 100,000 pesos to come to Santa Poco, put on show stop. The infamous El Guapo.
What does that mean, infamous?
Oh, Dusty. Infamous is when you're more than famous. This man El Guapo is not just famous, he's infamous.
100,000 pesos to do a personal appearance with this guy El Guapo, who is probably the biggest actor to ever come out of Mexico.
Wow, the infamous? Infamous?
So that's not what it is, right? Infamous is bad, like famously bad. Hey, let me read you the actual definition. Oh, there's a series called Infamous. I didn't know that. Wow, that's cool. Here. Infamous, well known for some bad quality or deed. Similar words, wicked, abominable. In a sentence, of a person deprived of all or some citizen's rights as a consequence of conviction for a serious crime. Infamous, probably not the right word. You probably don't want to use infamous. But I love it. I love it. I like the official ceremony for the relaunching of the infamous farmers market. No, the famous farmers market. Just say famous. I love it. All right, we're going to move on, but I do love it. It's not infamous. Unless there's something going on in the farmers market I didn't know. Maybe it is infamous and I didn't know it all this time. I just thought it was a good place. Good times. Good times. All right, guys, we're having fun with some audio there. Good times. Hey, there's an event going on also this week on Thursday. The governor is going to be giving a talk over there at the Marianas Business Network. Let me open this up here. We got this press release from PK, the founder of the Marianas Business Network. He said it's going to be on this Thursday, and it's going to be at the 360 Beach Club. What is that? It's the original place where Naked Fish was. Well, maybe not the original, but it's where Naked Fish was before it is where it is now. Like, remember when it's over there in Susupi on the beach? Also used to be the West Coast place. Anyway, Marianas Business Network pleased to announce its first mixture of the year featuring the Honorable Governor Arnold I. Palacios as the guest speaker. The event's called Moving Our Economy Forward in the CNMI. It'll take place this Thursday, January 6th. It says 6th, but it's actually the 9th. There's a typo, my bad. It will take place this Thursday, January 9th at 6 p.m. at the newly opened 360 Beach Club in Susupi, formerly known as West Coast Restaurant. Governor Palacios will share insights on advancing the local economy, focusing on initiatives to support small businesses and fostering entrepreneurship. Former Representative Ed Probst will facilitate the discussion, providing a platform for open dialogue between the administration and the business community. PK, the founder, stated, "We are eager to kick off the new year with our guest speaker, Governor Palacios, and having former Representative Ed Probst facilitate the discussion. This event offers valuable opportunity for local businesses and aspiring entrepreneurs to engage directly with our leaders and contribute to shaping the future of our economy." It says attendees can enjoy a 20% discount on food and drinks. Oh, you had me. At 360 Beach Club. The event is free and open to the business community and aspiring entrepreneurs. So there is a link on there. You can see it on the bottom of the screen. That little HTTP / it's all right there. You can click on that one, and that's where you can RSVP, which you're going to need to do. It says it gives a little background. Easy for me to yawn at. Marianas Business Network is dedicated to supporting and promoting the growth of businesses in the Northern Mariana Islands. The network aims to facilitate dialogue, collaboration, and development among local entrepreneurs and community leaders through events like this mixer. For more information, you can contact PK at 286-3010. Is the number on the flyer? No. Oh, yeah, it is. The number's on the flyer, so you can see it on the screen right now. 286-3010. And we encourage business community members to attend and participate in this important discussion about the future of our local economy. Well, at least they're doing something, right? At least the Gov's getting out there. And, we had him on our show last week, which was great. Tomas Mangalona got him for an interview the week before. KKMP had him afterwards. So he's getting around and he's going to different things. So at least he's going out there and talking to folks instead of just like hiding behind a press release or something. Like, he's getting out there. So that part's good. At least you can ask him a question. I just wish we would have had him for more time when he came to the show so we could have asked him more stuff. So that's good. Oh, yeah, Louisa, we didn't talk about that. We can talk about that. Hold on one second. Boom. Oh. I do have it queued up to talk about it, but yeah, okay, well, we can talk about it. About another taxi robbery. Yep. We posted this on the page, like right when we got it too, from DPS. They're really good about getting stuff out now, especially with photos, because that's what's more important. We're not just doing press releases, right? You need to see something. You got to see like a picture or a video or something whenever we can. DPS and Corrections been great about getting stuff to us. So says DPS. That's the story, but let me go to the actual press release we got from these guys. Where's Simon? Checking out my. Where are you, Simon? There we go. Simon Manikop from DPS. He's the one who gets us everything. He's the acting PIO. Ever since Freddie Sato left to help out with the domestic violence task force. All right, so here we go. It says on Wednesday, January 1st, New Year's Day, 7 p.m., robbery incident was reported by the Beach Garden Hotel along Chichirica Avenue in Garapan. Preliminary investigations revealed that a female person had called for a taxi service at the Beach Garden Hotel. Upon arriving in the taxi, a male person entered the car. As the taxi operator proceeded south on Beach Road, the male passenger grabbed the driver by the neck and demanded money while pointing a knife at him. The suspect later fled, taking an undetermined amount of money with him. Officers had observed the taxi operator with cuts on both hands and blood coming out of his nose. Jesus. Same evening, officers reviewed surveillance footage, later made contact with the suspect at the residence within close proximity of Beach Garden Hotel. The suspect, identified as 19-year-old Dylan James Cabrera, later admitted to officers he was responsible for the earlier reported incident. Cabrera was held and later released pending further investigation. On Friday, January 3rd, Judge Teresa Kim Tenorio issued an arrest warrant for Cabrera, who is now charged with robbery. Cabrera was arrested at his residence located in Garapan at 3:16 p.m. and detained at corrections on a $20,000 cash bail, awaiting his initial court appearance. You know, I think that if the guy had cuts on his hand and blood coming out of his nose, robbery wouldn't be the only thing that you could charge him with. I think you could also nail him with assault, right? And if there's a robbery that also involves an assault, maybe that's another heavier crime. But I think also whoever called for that taxi, you know, she might be, liable for some of that too. You know, I mean, of course you can't control it, but you got the phone number. I would go after that lady who called for the cab in the first place, setting up that taxi driver for nothing. So Luisa says, I wonder, he confessed, right? So why did they release him, then issue an arrest warrant? Forgive me, but ain't that a little ass backwards? LOL. Or was the press release just worded weird? Yeah, maybe it is worded weird, and maybe that's exactly how it happened. So the incident happened at 7:10 p.m. The same evening they got him. So, you know, the thing is, I don't know. That's a great question. It is a great question. Because I know they can only hold them for 24 hours before they charge them. When they pick them up, you can hold them for 24 hours. But maybe they didn't have everything they needed. I don't know. I think they, at least they got him the next day. So, I mean, I'll take it. But that's a great follow-up question. You know. Yeah, and what happened to the female? Yeah, exactly. What did they do with her? I mean, you make a phone call. You know, would that be an accomplice to a robbery? I mean, I would think. I would be trying to get her on it, too. That might not be fair. I get it. I understand. You don't agree with me. That's cool. That's bullshit, Brad. Okay. I got it. All right? But I don't know what to tell you. Hold on. I got a question. Hold on one second. Just waiting for this to pop up. We're going a little bit long today. Waiting for this to pop up. I'm going to get out of those. I can close some of these tabs. Let's open this up. All right. So somebody asked the question about, do we have any info coming out from the First Lady? I don't, but I might not be in good contact with them. I don't know who's running the communications for First Lady, but wouldn't be hard for me to send a message out today. That's a good question. Thank you, though, for that. While I'm at it, let me send something to... Send another message. All right, so I just sent another message. Not another one. This is the only time I've asked anybody for First Lady stuff. Funny enough, like First Lady Torres, I thought she was the best, by the way. She was great. She did a whole bunch of stuff. I sent her messages. She was on my show. She was did a phone interview. When I was doing this from the house, way back when. So I just sent a message saying, hey, if anything's going on with the First Lady, can you please give her my contact info so we can talk about that stuff too. So good question. What else is going on? Let's see, 1 second. All right, thanks. All right, good news. All right, so let's keep going. So that was what happened with the robbery. We're going to keep looking into that other stuff. All right, there's the farmers update, and let's see, pam. Got to keep going through it, and I think that's just about it. DPS sent out info through WhatsApp. Again, we talked about Simon, right? Simon gets us everything as the acting PIO out of there. Not like he doesn't have enough to do in his regular job as an actual law enforcement officer, but like a high-ranking guy over there too. But he told us, he sent this out on New Year's that he's like, hey, DPS only had 2 arrests for DUI on New Year's Eve, 1 arrest for disturbing the peace on New Year's Day. No serious incidents reported. Gunshots were reported within the Tenapag area around 1:34 in the morning on New Year's Day, and officers were unable to locate the specific area. Well, I mean, were they gunshots? Maybe. Were they fireworks? Maybe. They do sound similar. But you can't tell me that, Brad. They sound the same. Okay, no, that's cool. Sure. I didn't hear it, so I don't know what it is. I can't tell you. I can't tell you for sure. All right, so let's get back to it. New Year's Day, and I think that's just about it. Any updates on the score? Yeah, I guess I could give you that before we get out of here. Oh, the biggest news, of course, we were talking about we posted it on the page already, so you guys can look at it, and you can look at it later too. But the good news is that the fiscal year revenue for 2024 looks like they exceeded their projection by $5 million. So I'd say that's a good thing, right? We thought we were going to make $5 million less than we actually made, so we're in good shape. So somehow we did that, and that's great. Where did it come from? I don't know. They sent us the info, and this is from the governor's office. Got it sent to me this morning, and got it all converted into images so you guys can see it. And it is on our page. And you can look at it, pal. Let's see. Let's open it back up for you guys. Where's the share screen? Again, this is going to be something for you guys to really dig into on your own. But this is, you can see that this is a scanned version of the copy that went out, right? So you can see it's like all like not even it's all catty corner and all that stuff, right? See how it's not like level? Yeah, don't worry about it. Let's not get caught up in that part. But you can see that these were received from the House and from the Senate, and then they scanned that and then got that out to us. So good news. The budget was for 163.4, and we pulled in 168.2. All right, we'll take it. All right, and the breakdown is all throughout here. They show where the collections were all the way around, and it was good stuff. They break it all the way down. I haven't had a chance to really look at it, other than just looking at some of the dollars and cents that are on there, just checking it out real quick. But you could look at it as long as you want by going on our the NMI News Service page, and you can look at it right there. It's all there for you. You know, you want to keep it, copy it, whatever you want to do with it. Turn it into wallpaper for your house. Anything you want to do, it's there. I think this is where the important part comes from. This is coming from the governor, and we'll read this out. This is the economic outlook for 2025. It says, our administration continues to promote fiscal stability and maintains our commitment to bulking a strong foundation for our economy. This involves investing in infrastructure and workforce development to create a diverse economy that's resilient and not reliant on factors beyond our control. Oh, those sound like good things. Our vision of a CNMI that is fiscally responsible is evident through our prudent fiscal management policies and intentional efforts to reduce millions in outstanding government obligations and liabilities, as well as timely cash transfers to the public school system, Northern Marianas College, and Health Network program for critical medical referrals. The restoration of work hours and lifting the austerity in FY25 is a testament to our priority to reducing the hardship of government employees and ensuring its maintenance throughout the fiscal year. We look forward to the outcome of the 902 consultation report by the Office of Insular Affairs to President Biden, where he has invested significant effort and provided supporting data of the CNMI's need for direct financial assistance for government operations. I remain optimistic that the current administration and incoming president-elect will continue 902 covenant discussions for the best interest of the CNMI. The CNMI has welcomed the opening of Marianas Beach Resort and its transformation into the official Sheridan brand family within the coming months. This new development will increase hotel rooms, promote tourist-related activities. The Marianas Visitors Authority has projected increased marketing activities and is working alongside the Commonwealth Ports Authority to expose the CNMI to new airlines. In fiscal year 25, we are projecting the following air service from Seoul Incheon, twice daily service by Jeju, and daily service by T-Way from Busan, twice weekly charter service through February 25th. From Hong Kong, twice weekly service by Hong Kong Airlines, and from Tokyo Narita, 3 times weekly service by United. There are positive indications of additional airlift from Japan by Japanese carrier, and the MBA is also engaging with full service carrier from the Korea market. Okay. Based on current airlift arrivals and anticipated to increase to at least 252,000 to include a full recovery of Korea market arrivals and 60% recovery of total arrivals compared to pre-pandemic levels. The development of a strong third source market will remain the priority of MBA and is critical to restoring a healthy, vibrant economy. That sounds to me like, hey, we understand we need more than what we got, and we need to figure this out, and that's going to be our goal. All right, sounds good. All right, the MBA's marketing efforts, coupled with the development and growth of annual signature events such as the Rhoda Sweet Potato Festival, must be accompanied by CNMI-wide destination improvements, including addressing blighted buildings, airport improvements, public restrooms, stray dogs, and other issues. The military development and planned investments in the CNMI, most evident on Tinian and Rhoda, provide a projected investment to the CNMI of over $800 million. We must continue to work closely with the U.S. Department of Defense and all our federal partners to ensure that projects are supported for swift completion and planned investments materialize and benefit the CNMI as soon as possible. We are also pleased to inform the legislature that the total remaining balance for the infrastructure investments stands at over $500 million, inclusive of FEMA, the CDBG, that's the Community Development Block Grant, DR, don't know what that means. actually, and other federal dollar grants. Together, these commitments represent a remarkable funding total of over $1 billion that have been successfully secured. These building investments are not, These significant investments not only highlight our dedication to enhancing military capabilities, but also underscore the importance of collaboration in achieving our goals. Your continued support and engagement in this process are invaluable as we work toward a robust future. We look forward to working with the incoming 24th legislature to promote these economic initiatives to further enhance economic... Brad can't read this morning. We look forward to working with the incoming 24th legislature to promote these economic initiatives to further enhance revenue collections and fiscal stability in the coming year. Thank you sincerely, Arnold I. Palacios, Governor. There you go. So that's going to be interesting stuff. You guys can look at all the specifics on that. So CDBGDR. Okay. Community Block Grant. CD, Community Development Block Grant, DDR. Let's see what that DR part is. Disaster recovery. There we go.